In our Fox in Focus series, Breaking the Cycle, we're now shining a spotlight on a local group that's been working hard to help children succeed in Houston the past 35 years.
Fox 26 anchor Melissa Wilson shows us what problems the nonprofit Children at Risk has identified and how they're fighting to make a difference.
Children at Risk is all about helping children at risk of being unable to eventually succeed in our community in a positive way. Dr. Bob Sanborn is the president and CEO.
One of the things that we work hard on is to make sure that everyone really gets an equal opportunity to be successful, and we're not really seeing that for a lot of kids in the state of Texas, here in Houston, and so there's still a lot of work to be done.
Researchers at Children at Risk spend day in and day out studying everything they can about children in Texas. They've passed more than 100 pieces of legislation to make life better for kids. We'll look at 5 of the many key factors they're working on.
I think when we look at Texas as a whole, 65% of all of our children are growing up in low-income households. And as a researcher, one of the things you understand is that is sort of the hardest thing to overcome, is growing up in that low-income household. And so that becomes sort of the biggest thing.
So that means a majority of children here are fighting poverty and are from families of 4 making less than $30,000 per year. With poverty comes challenges for children as young as infants. Yes, a negative cycle can begin that early in life.
So we want to make sure that when kids are at these foundational ages, you know, of 6 weeks, 2, 4 years old, that we're doing everything possible to give them that high quality environment for success. And what we find is that parents, desperate to work, they want a safe, clean place. And what they need to want is a safe, clean place that also has a lot of good learning going on. And we need more of that in Houston.
As these children get older, Children at Risk has passed laws to help them fight hunger.
Passing legislation to mandate that all public schools serve free breakfast to low-income kids. And so I remember when we passed that piece of legislation, in one fell swoop, 1 million more children every day were getting free breakfast. And that means that those kids are now going to be able to do better academically.
Children at Risk is also fighting underachieving schools by ranking them on everything from student achievement to how schools compare to schools with similar poverty, plus how they improve from year to year, and college readiness.
We want parents to be demanding more as well, but we also want parents to have that knowledge of where are the good schools and how can I make our school better.
The organization is also fighting healthcare problems by closely monitoring what's happening to the health of kids. Houston is the most uninsured city in the developed world, and childhood obesity is a real problem here as well.
It continues to be a struggle for us to make sure that whether it's quality dental care or eye care or just sort of that pediatric care, we want to make sure that we're doing everything possible. So there's a lot of work to be done there.
Including the fact that Texas falls to 49 out of 50 states in funding and access for mental health care for children. Finally, Children at Risk continues to fight against human trafficking to protect kids from being sex trafficked in Houston, strengthening laws and policies and improving the response to children who have been exploited.
You know, everyone from the governor when he was the attorney general, sort of they latched on to the work that we're doing at Children at Risk to make sure that we're doing everything possible so that kids aren't sex trafficked in our state.
The goal for all of these issues is to fight for the rights of children so they have a fighting chance to one day be hardworking and successful citizens right here in the Houston area. Melissa Wilson, Fox 26 News.
Well, Fox 26 is not only trying to spread the word about ways to prevent youth violence, but also sponsoring children at Risk's golf tournament that Melissa Wilson actually hosts.
Yeah, it's one of the organization's biggest fundraisers of the year, and it helps fund the cost to make changes for children. It's this Friday at the clubs of Kingwood, and I'll be out there.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be great. Well, you can also see extensive reporting in our Breaking the Cycle series on Fox Local. If you don't already have it, download it. It's free for your smart TV. You can scan the QR code to get directions, and we've talked about the importance of mentorships, the pipeline to prison, an interview with former Houston Police Chief McClelland, and how a father and son are turning their lives around. Again, all of that is on Fox Local.